To our channel on godliness and spirituality. Today we're going to talk about something very important. Very important in the sense that I want to show you how capitalism and religion have created. Capitalism and religion, they are two sides of the same coin, have created an army of fools, idiots, morons, and zombies. How capitalism and religion has created an army of fools, idiots, zombies, and morons. Now, if you look at capitalism, some people say, oh, that is enterprise. That's making people to be productive. That's making people to be enterprising. What is so enterprising about to detriment of human lives, to detriment of souls? And what actually is happening is that capitalism is designed in such a way that you have a pool, billions of people who are subjugated to offer their labor and remain in perpetual bondage, remain in perpetual slavery by offering their labor, as against few who are extremely rich, super rich. And because of this particular equation, those few, tiny few who are rich, use the political power, capture the political power, and use that political power in the name of capitalist system to manipulate the billions, the many billions, the multitude of people into foolishness. Manipulate them into foolishness. And what happens is that as this happens, they feed into religion. They use religion to sustain this particular situation of the billions of people, such that billions of people take their situation, billions of poor people, extremely poor people, take their situation, extremely poor people who offer their labor, who only have to offer their labor in order to survive, regard their situation, take their situation as ordained, take their situation as God-given. They refer to their condition as how God designed them to be, not knowing that it's a capitalist system that designed them, that sidelined them, that box them into that situation where they become slaves in a system. And so, to find the ember, to sustain that, what they do is to use religion as a cloak. And those religions, that's why you see capitalism, that's why you see politicians rapport with religious leaders. Religious leaders just get their news from these politicians, and they go on to calm the people so that the people will not revolt, so that the people will not ask for their rights, so that the people will not take what belongs to them from the system, from the capitalist system. And so the politicians, who are rich, who are mega rich, working with the capitalists, the politicians are the capitalists, because the executive arm of the modern government is but a committee for managing the affairs of the whole bourgeoisie. So the political class only manages the wealth of the billions of people who are. And so what they do is to liaise with the religious leaders who try to calm down the nerves of the billions of people who are poor, not to revolt, not to ask for what rightly belongs to them. And that is what religious leaders are doing. So they are two sides of the same coin. And these religious leaders, they take their loot from them. Why the politicians give them their loot? Why the politicians give whatever they can, and not only the politicians, the businessmen, the business magnate, the whatever name whatever they call in private sector, they are all part and parcel of the capitalist class. The politicians, they are all part and parcel of the capitalist class. And so they use religion to calm the people down so that the people will not act for what rightly belongs to them. And the religious leaders get their view. That's why, have you imagined why a religious leader, a so-called religious leader, will intentionally ask the people that if... Have you imagined why young women, young girls were ordered to come and bath, shave their womanhood for spiritual cleansing? Have you see? And they key in because they believe that, this is let me show you what happened that's why capitalist system has created an army of fools, an army of morons, an army of zombies, and an army of idiots. Why is it that so-called a commander of any army, a commander ordering a commander of any army, a commander of any armed group, or a commander of soldiers, ordering his groups to go and shoot unarmed and helpless civilians, and they go sheepishly to do that. Why? That is the capitalist system. That's the capitalist system. Why is it that a leader, ruler, whatever, is giving order to decimate or destroy whatever breathes in a particular community, in a particular area, or in a particular land for no just cause other than to take over their resources? Why is it that a lot of people, see how they have made zombies out of people? Why is it that a religious leader would ask a group of people to reject education? But those people, they are sending their children to schools, to universities. They are sending their children to acquire, to advanced countries, to acquire knowledge. They are sending them to get knowledge. They are sending them to the best of education. But they will gather mass groups of people, a lot of people together, and tell them, no, education is forbidden. You don't need education. All you need is to rehearse some scriptures, rehearse some things in your holy book. Do that so that when you die, you go to heaven. Whereas their children are busy and enjoying themselves and acquiring knowledge, acquiring education in the best universities all over the world. And they gather an army of fools, an army of morons, and tell them that if you die, you don't need to education, you don't need to do that. If you die, just make sure that you focus on this so that when you die, you go to heaven. You see how they build a lot of zombies. You see how they build. Have you imagined how somebody would a religious leader will gather a lot of people and ask them to drink olive oil to destroy cancer, to destroy fibroid, or to destroy a particular disease, whereas they themselves send their children to take abroad and even within to take the best of medical treatment? Have you wondered why? Have you wondered why somebody would ask his congregation to just lie down and he will march on them? That is a command given by God. Have you wondered why a religious leader would ask women who are looking for children to come to him, that the Holy Ghost has given him a special semen, has given him a special oil in his body that he will deposit in their body, that he will sleep with them, deposit all those things in their body, and they will become pregnant. And many people, many women are lining up. Do you see how many zombies are created out of religion? Have you seen a group that one man will now ask women to line up, that is going to wash them, is going to bath them for spiritual cleansing, and those women will line up naked, and I will be using water to be cleaning them. I mean, they will lie naked, and this man will be doing all sorts of funny things with them. You see how religion has created zombies, morons. It has created an army of fools. You see how religion has done that? Have you wondered how somebody will ask people to drink poison in the name of, when you drink poison, you do this, when you drink poison, and they will drink poison, and some of them will drink. Have you seen how a religious leader will gather his people and ask them to be eating grass as animals? You see how religion has created zombies, has created fools? Do you see how some people will say, go give this offering? They will say prophet offering, tithe offering, first fruits offering, that if at February or January in a year, that whatever you get from your working place, just take the whole money and deposit at the fruit. That is your first fruits. And many people, many zombies will go and do that, not questioning, not arguing, not trying to clarify what was wrong. They do that. Do you see that? Have you wondered why a president, prime minister, a prime minister, a governor, premier, sultan, name them, will now give command to soldiers to go and fight? The soldiers will go, some soldiers will go, groups will go and they will massacre. Another group will go and they massacre. And these people will sit in their offices, cruising life, and will be ordering groups of people in the name of soldiers, in the name of protecting the capitalists. Have you seen how you see how this capitalists, you see how capitalism has created an army of morons, an army of fools, an army of idiots, an army of zombies. While they are in their offices, they will be commanding people to go out there and die. To go out there and die. In the name of what? Protecting their national interest. You know their national interest, that is their capitalist interest. That is their wealth. That's the oil, that is the gas, that is the resources in the land, in another people's land, in another people's land. They want to go there and protect those resources in the name of what? In the name of human rights, in the name of democracy. But they are protecting the resources in those areas so that they can go there and corner that. You see what has happened all over the world. That is what is happening in the land of Biafra. That is what is happening that is what happened in Iraq. That's what happened in Iraq. That's what happened in the land of in Palestine. That's all over the world. This is what is happening, and they are sending soldiers, and those soldiers are going, big thousands of soldiers in groups, thousands of soldiers in sports, thousands of soldiers lining up, carrying AK-47, carrying weapons. What are they doing? That man that is giving them the command is just right there in the offices, cruising life, protecting himself. And this group of zombies are going there to fight for him in order to protect the resources in another person that they are going to corner back into their country. And they are dying. Those soldiers will go, thousands will go and die. Other soldiers, or thousands will be sent again. Other thousands will be sent again, and they'll be dying. They'll be dying. This is how capitalists have created group of zombies. Those soldiers will not say, but what they mean is, why are we going there? Is it in the interest of our souls? Is it to protect souls or to protect the resources for the capitalists? That is how capitalists has created a group of zombies. And in the religious circle, you see what they are doing. And they are cornering the people. They are asking them, pay tithe. If you don't pay tithe, you go to hell. You go to hell. If you don't contribute so and so, you go to hell. And they are telling them, oh, if you want children, as if they are God. If you want children, pay so. If you want children, pay so and so amount of money. We are going to offer prayer for you. You have children. If you want so, you do so, and you will get it. This is how they are cornering the people, and they are poisoning the people. That is what, that is what is happening. But this army of fools will not remember what the Lord says. Say, come now, let us reason together. God will always like his people to reason. God will always like to reason with people. If God should do that, if God will call people to come and reason, we call human beings, come, let us reason together, do your sins. Who are these charlatans that are commanding people to go and die on war front because they want to protect their capitalist interest?